In the input component, we need to be able to work with initial values and validities. So, in the input component here, value is not always an empty string. It also can be a value provided from outside. So here, props value could be something we set as an initial value, or an empty string if the value prop is not provided. And for isValid, it's the same. We set this to props valid or false if that's not provided. So this is one important adjustment here, to work with initial values and support this as well. Let's see if that works. If we save this and we click on edit here, we're taken to this form, and this form looks horrible because the form styling is missing. I'll fix this soon. But if I now have a look at this, the button is disabled, and that makes sense because in update place we currently always disable it. But let's see if I get an error if I now remove that initial value. By the way, the fact that we see this initial value here already shows us that our input seems to work. And yeah, if I remove it, we get an error. If I add a valid input back, we get no error. So that is looking good. That seems to work. Now, of course, the overall form is not looking that great. There, I actually want to use the same styling as a new place, and therefore I will name this place form CSS here. And in new place.js, import place form CSS and import the same here in update place so that I can reuse this styling. This, of course, means that in update place to the form, we should add this class name of place-form so that the styling applies there too. And with that, that looks a lot nicer. So that's good. So our input component seems to work and the form is looking good. But now what about the form state itself? What about this form reducer and all the logic we wrote in new place? A lot of that logic is required here as well, but not all the logic. For example, the initial state is a different one. Here we have title and description, and we should also have address. And in update place, we only need title and description, and we don't need address. So how can we kind of reuse that and still make it configurable from inside each component? For that, we can create a custom hook, something we haven't done yet, but which we will do now.